Hi everybody. Today I'm going to be upgrading my server. So I have this Dell PowerEdge server that it runs pretty good for me, but there's a big bottleneck in the graphics. So the built-in graphics for it is absolute crap. It was made to just not even show anything. This thing was never meant to be outputting graphics to anything. You're supposed to log into it, remote desktop, and manage it that way. But I'm using it as a home PC, so it's a little challenging. I wouldn't really recommend it, but these things are amazingly built, and you can get them for pretty cheap. So kind of makes sense to get one if it fits your use case. So I have some parts here. So first thing, I need to get rid of the bottleneck of the bad graphics. So I have my RTX 3090, which I purchased over a year ago now. Just never got around to building a computer to put this into it because, you know, the inevitable demise of my job. So to support this, I need bigger power supply. So you can't just put a regular power supply inside these machines. This is actually the most power supply that you can put in this machine is 1100 watt, and they're dual power supplies. They're redundant, so if one fails, the other one takes over. And right now it only has one power supply in it. It's only a single 320 watt. So I have to put the back plane that connects these two, and then the power distribution board that distributes all the power from this. And then for the GPU, they actually have GPU connectors, GPU power connectors, one on the back plane and one on the power distribution board that go to these GPU wires that will power the GPU. Perfect. I guess some servers actually do need a GPU to do server duties, so they added that into this. And while I'm at it, I got the highest Xenon processor that this motherboard in here can handle. This is the Xenon E5 2470 version 2. So right now I have the E5 2470 version 1, which is an 8-core processor. So this is now a 10-core processor at 2.4 gigahertz. So should boost it up a little bit. Not worried about the processor performance. It's been performing pretty good. The bottleneck is the graphics. Whenever anything graphics goes on, it just bogs down like you wouldn't believe. Like running Photoshop, doing all your stuff on Photoshop works great. As soon as you do a selection line around something and it has those little crawling ant selection line around it, the whole system just grinds to a standstill. It's unbelievable how bad the video is. So let's get the server up on this desk and I'll introduce you. Oh, and I do want to get, hold on, give me a moment. One moment, please. I'm trying to get my chat. I see there's some chat going on. I want to get the chat up on my phone so I could keep it over here next to me. Because I'm all the way across the room. That's my camera. You guys are sitting at my work desk from New York. And I have a preview all the way over there. But let's see if I get the chat right here so I can follow along with you guys. Not sure how to do that. Just start the video. Is it in my studio? I'm just going to have to open the video and then open the chat, I guess. There you go, live chat, awesome. I can pause the video, I don't need the video, I just need the live chat. Hello everybody. Who we got a hi here. We got a John, got a Buzzy. Pedro, how's it going, Pedro? Business is business. Pedro, business is up and down constantly. This week has been unbelievably slow. Last week, I had a couple people come in. I've been playing around with Google, trying to get my search terms better, get people to find me here. I hate asking for reviews, but I understand that it's a necessary evil, that I need people to review my business. So I think I'm going to have to either put a sign or put something that, you know, hey, review me. If you had a good experience, review me. I did put a little thing like that in the links page. So if you go to pse-nj.com/links, and you can see where I left for reviews. Oh, here is the monster. So this is a Dell PowerEdge. It has hot pluggable drive bays here, which kind of are not what you think they would be. While the machine is running, you can't really just pop out and switch one because the PERC controller that controls the RAID right here needs to reset and rebuild the RAID. Maybe you can have it individuals, I'm not sure. But like if somebody loses a RAID and I need to rebuild a RAID, this is probably a great option to plug all their drives into and then use this as the machine to rebuild the RAID. Right now it's there's only one storage drive in here, all the rest are blank. Take a look at the back. So you see now we only have one, and my phone went to sleep. Let me turn my phone not to sleep. $10, seriously? I think it's a lot of Android. It's the longest I can get my screen to not time out is 10 minutes. That's annoying. So, you see we have some expansion bays here. You have the iDRAC controller. This is this creates like a web interface for you to control the machine at. So, like I said, this is not usually made to be producing any video. This is supposed to be in a room somewhere, in a rack or something like that. Well, this isn't the rack one. You can get this exact one. This is a T320. If you get the R320, it's the exact same thing, but just rack mount. And then it also ups the price by like $500 just to have it rack mount. It's dumb. But it only has a VGA. It doesn't even output 1080p. I had it hooked up to this 1080p monitor and was putting out some weird-ass resolution that's not 1080p. But you're supposed to log into it through the web and do everything through the web anyway. So there's also why I don't recommend this, recommend these for home use really, because I have the experience with it now. It doesn't come with a lot of the comforts that you have in any modern motherboard. You have gigabit Ethernet. That's the only thing that it has. The onboard video is absolute garbage. Like some onboard video is usable, especially in the Intel motherboards. The onboard video is pretty usable for most of the Intels. You do have a serial port. That's kind of good that I still have that. But this is an older one. This is made for server 2012. It's an older one. One downside, it only has USB 2.0. Everything on it, all of these and the front ones are only USB 2.0. I had to add a USB 3.0 card, so I have USB-C and USB 3.0. I don't think this is Thunderbolt. This might be a Thunderbolt card. I'd have to look up and see what I bought. But yeah, the lack of USB 3.0 was a problem, so I had to take up a drive bay by just adding that there. And these things are built amazing. If you want a heavy-duty built case, get one of these. So we open it up here. It's got a nice little handle here. It's a lock if you need it to be locked. Take this giant cover off the side here. Oops, I moved the air deflector. Put this cover off to the side, and this is the inside of the machine. So most of it is this air deflector here. Sorry, that was my fiance. So most of the inside of this, you see this air deflector here. So this doesn't have fans on individual things. It has this giant air deflector, and it has the one fan and just a passive heat sink here that just 4 heat pipes, nice fins on it. The motherboard is made to have 2 CPUs on it. The T320 is only set up for 1 CPU. There's no socket here. There's no RAM slots for the second CPU. I think it's the 420 is the same model year as this, but it has dual CPU. And dual CPU adds a lot to the price tag. This thing right here, you're talking, in the configuration that it is like this, is maybe $300. So it's not a bad deal for what it is, but you do need to upgrade some things. So this is the video card I have in here now. It's a GeForce 710. It works. That's all I could give it, is that it works. So yeah, this is the power supplies that we're going to be working a lot in this area, trying to get this everything in here, and hopefully the 3090 is going to fit in here. But first we need to redo all of this wires and everything. All the wiring needs to come out because the new distribution board, because this doesn't have a distribution board. All the wires are coming right out of the PSU. So let me get this down here and we can take a look at it overhead. Let's see, which way am I working on it? So I guess the first thing to attack, oh, and I am breaking a cardinal rule of PC building and PC work, and also automotive work and anything else that's complex. I'm going to be changing out multiple things at the same time and then turning this back on and hoping it turns back on. That's a huge no-no. I shouldn't do this, but screw it, I'm doing it. Okay, first let's unplug all of the wires off of here. So everything that's coming out of the power supply, I'm going to unplug. Might have to take some other stuff out of the way too. Now let's get the SATA wires out of the way for the hard drive and the CD-ROM drive. Okay, open up the wire looms. Perhaps see if the 3090 fits first before upgrading. That's a great idea. It looks like it's going to fit just fine in here. So one thing that I really love about this case is that everything's pretty much modular. There's other cases out there that do stuff like this, but there's no screws in anything. There's all these neat little solutions where you just push and click and everything moves around like that. It's pretty neat. I'm not used to that in PCs. So here's the poor little Gigabyte 710. Bye-bye. Okay, 3090. RTX 3090. Okay. Are you going to fit? Oh, I got to get the blanks out of the way. And this is a downgrade board for the 3090 because this is only PCIe generation 3. So the 3090 is PCI 4. So it's not going to run at its full potential, but it is going to make this computer run at its full potential. Is that fully seated? That is fully seated. Like a glove. Look at that. That fits in there nicely. Too bad there's not a window on the side of this. That might have to be another project. Putting a window on the side of... No, that's too complicated. That door is like a freaking bank vault door. It's unbelievable. So that fits. Happy about that. Okay, let's keep it out of the way for now. As long as it's X16, yeah, I don't know if you can, there's no way you're going to be able to read that with this shitty-ass webcam. Slot 3, PCIe, Generation 3, X16, CPU 1. So this one's going straight to CPU 1. It's a Generation 3, X16. The PERC controller, that's times 4. No, this is the only times 16. Yeah. It's the only time 16. I think that they intended somebody to put a GPU in here. Because a lot of servers do need a GPU to run, to crunch numbers, so. Okay, we can continue. What else do I need here? I did find a neat adapter wire. So this is an unused connector, and it has an adapter wire that comes out. You can get another cage to go in here or something like that, to put more internal hard drives rather than the PERC controller. And this thing has a bunch of Molex connectors. It's like 6 or 8 or 10 Molex connectors that would come off of this. At first I was looking for this and then use the Molex connectors that connect to the GPU power. But then I found out, like, wait a second, this is only 350 watt. Like, no, that's not going to work at all. What will this machine be doing? This is going to do everything. So this is going to be doing my video editing. I'll be streaming from this one. I guess when I'm not at my work desk, anything from the dark room or just general streaming, I'll be streaming from this one. And data recovery, it'll be running, like if I didn't need to run a long-term data recovery on something and just crunch away at it, this is where the data recovery is going to run. Okay, motherboard. I might have to rewind the stream to see how all these were connected. Motherboard, are you connected? That is just from motherboard to the drive bays. Okay. What is this? Oh, this is the Molex, or not Molex, this is the SATA power connectors are coming off of the drive bays controller. Not controller, the backplane. What else is coming from this? This power. It's underneath the PERC wires. Okay, that might be everything. That was it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's it. Yes, this run Windows great, Fuzzy. I already have Windows 10 installed on it. I didn't activate it yet. I just got a license key for it. I didn't activate it because I'm afraid that if I change out the CPU, that it might kill my activation. Because I don't know if this is going to be stored in the BIOS like a modern computer would be. Or I could run Windows Server 2012 on it too, but I don't think that has a very good user interface. Okay, I think this is just going to come out. The new ones are just going to slide out. I think this one will come out with that one screw. That's where it seems to be pivoting on, is that where this one blue screw is. So let's get that out of there. Sorry, I do not have a Linus ratcheting screwdriver for this. I myself don't care for ratcheting screwdrivers, but it could be because of all of the issues that he stated with it and states that he fixed with it. Back pressure and all that. Ooh, look at that. Nice and easy. All right. So motherboard, PERC backplane. I'm probably using the wrong term for that. This is the PERC 310 controller. This is just the hard drive backplanes. So let's see. I just want to make sure. Here's the new power distribution board. So motherboard connector. Not sure what this is. Do I need this? This might go to the front panel. I might have to change out what goes to the front panel, because this right now is going to the front panel. I don't know what the other side of that connector looks like. If it looks like this, then maybe I have to take the front panel off of here and put it there. I don't know. Or does this go here? PDB signal. Oh no, I might have to look up the the PDF for this. I didn't take that into account. That is keyed correct. It is the correct number of pins. Now, one thing that I can say about these servers is that they make them pretty intuitive. Unlike most home PC stuff and stuff like that, it's very not intuitive. You can be reasonably sure that if any one connector, if the wire is the right length, the connector is the right size, and it has a keyway in the right spot. Oh, look at that. It even says P6. And this is P6, PDB signal. Awesome. So yeah, that clears up that. I don't have to look up anything. That's exactly where it goes. Okay, so I think this is the first thing that needs to go in, because this actually gets screwed down. Maybe not. How does this connect to the backplane? I think both of them need to go in together. I think I need to connect the backplane to the power distribution board, and then I think the whole thing goes in together. And then before I do that, there's 4 screws. Nothing came with any screws, so let me locate some screws for this. I have plenty of extra screws from building computers over the years. Just need to find the right thread. looks like a fine machine thread in there, not one of these. Let's take a look through our screws. Fine machine thread. Maybe something like this. Oh yeah, that's it. Tightens nice, yep. Okay, we got our screws. I got plenty of them. They're all the same thing there. 1, 2. Oh, they're a little bit different length. Let me find the longer ones. 3 and 4. All right, that's ready. Now we can put this in its place. So this also looks like it just clips in. There's some keyway slots here. So that's cool too, is that this was made to have this on here. And there you go, clicked in nicely. The holes are relatively aligned. There you go. Oh good, they have the little, the screw holes have a little bit of an indentation in them so that it lines in with the board perfectly. See, I love stuff that's built professionally. My turtles. Might be able to go take a trip up with my phone as a streaming cam. But it's nighttime for them. They have a I have them hooked up to a internet connected plug, and they turn off, their lights turn off a half an hour before sunset, so then they see the room get dark and everything at sunset, just to try to give them like an outdoor flavor. Okay. Plug in the main power. I think I'm done with screws. I could put this away before I drop it in here. The girl turtles are probably already sleeping. The boy, he's probably prowling, kicking up stones in the bottom. Okay, so I guess this will go underneath this in the wire loom. And right into P6. And I hope I don't have to do some crazy configuration in the BIOS because I'm changing this. Okay. This wire should probably be the other side of that. I will take this out and redo that. You know what? I'm just going to put it through the loom like everything else. I don't know why this one's not in the loom, but it is now. Get it underneath it. Oh, that's clean. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's route the long one all the way across the board. I don't think I really went under anything, just the one wire for the perk, and then everything else kind of like it tucked in underneath everything. There's a USB port inside here. Just saw that. That could be useful. Oops. Needs to go under this thing. Okay. So that's what I do need to pay attention to. The first, all the wires need to run underneath that. Just get them behind there, underneath that. Open loom. There we go. That looks good. I guess the one for the hard drive backplane next. Go in there? I don't know if it went in there or not. I don't know what went in there. There's one loom connector right here. I don't know if this went in there or not. Seems like it wants to. That works. And then the last motherboard one. Oh, the motherboard one goes in there. That's what goes in there. Okay, get that out of there. There we go. And this goes there. All right. I don't think the perk wire is supposed to be up there. It's probably supposed to be in this. Yeah. Pretty certain that's where it's supposed to be. Because this is two more expansion bays. The expansion bays are pretty neat too. So if you want to change out the CD-ROM drive here, is that on screen? That's not on screen. If you want to change out the CD-ROM drive here, you just push down on this and slide your CD-ROM drive out. It's that easy. I like that. I should try and find SATA. So I have a just a SATA SSD sitting here. That's my my main operating system drive right now, because I wanted to keep the hot pluggable bays, the RAID controller open for whatever. So that's the drive that I'm booting from. So it'd be nice if I could get a holder or something for in here for the SATA drive rather than having it just laying up there. It doesn't matter, it's an SSD, it's not, it doesn't care that it's just laying there. But it'd be nice to get the adapter. Okay, that'll fit in nicely. I'm scared. This is going easily. It's going straight forward. I need to have a hiccup. Something needs to happen. Novell server. Oh, when I was in high school, I was studying to be a CNE. I wanted to be a certified network engineer. So back in high school, so I'm talking, I graduated in 1998. So I was basically, we didn't have IT staff in high school. I was basically the IT staff for my high school. I used to get called out of class. I was that guy that would get paged out of class on the intercom to come to the typing room or come to the computer programming room to fix something. I knew everything about Novell. I used to have a summer job back then in high school at Berkeley College of Business. And they had some old derelict servers that were sitting in the back of one of the computer rooms. And I started them up, I played with them, I learned every single thing. I ran every single EXE and every single COM in the entire thing and saw what it did and learned it just by doing that. I ran every single command file, every single EXE file in the entire operating system and learned what they did and how they worked. Then I wound up having a 50 user server. They threw away one from Berkeley College, so I took it home. It was an old 386 machine, the 50 user Novell server, Novell 312. Then my school, when I was a junior, I think, my school upgraded the typing room to Novell version 4.11. And that, I learned all that too, but my typing teacher didn't learn any of it. And she destroyed that room multiple times. I had to come in there and scan she'd have a problem with the server. She'd just come, flick, turn the power off, and then turn it back on. The volume SYS was fucked up like you wouldn't believe. I guess I'm going to do the CPU next. I don't want the graphics card in here while I do the CPU, so let's do the CPU now. That would be the Rangers game. Second period just started. Let's go Rangers. Yeah, back in the day, when I was in high school, I could have easily, with what I knew at the time, with IPX, SPX anyway, I didn't know TCP IP at all back then, but IPX, XPX, and NetBIOS, I had no problem with anything there. I could have passed any kind of test that you gave me. I could have got any kind of certification right off the bat. I didn't even need training for it. I read every single manual I got my hands on. I worked the system with everything. I had login scripts that would like tell you the weather when you log in and shit. This is in the 90s. That shit didn't exist. Okay, let me get some paper towel and alcohol. Clean this off. I put this CPU in here when I first got it because I did upgrade it. But the other upgrade, the one that I just got now, was just too expensive then. to justify the cost. Now, I just got that CPU for like $30. It's a really powerful CPU. What CPU is in it is the same one that I'm putting in it. It's an E5 2470, but what's in here is the version 1. It's an 8-core, 2.4 gigahertz Xenon. So what I'm putting in it is a 10-core, 2.4 gigahertz Xenon. The finish on this is just awful. Okay. Clean this off. Let me make sure I'm saying the right thing. I doubt you'll be able to read that. I'm looking at a preview monitor all the way across the room. I can't tell if I'm showing that. It's E5 2470. Oh, 2.38 gigahertz. It's a little bit slower than I thought. So now we take the thermal paste and we give a good heaping portion of I'm kidding. I did not look to see where pin 1 was. Let's go Rangers. Who scored? Holy crap. Rangers game's a blowout tonight. 5-1 Rangers. It's only the second period. Too bad I'm not watching it. Too bad I have Comcast. Okay. Notches are there, so I'm looking for the barrel pins. 2 little barrel pins there. The notches are here, so that should line up just like that. Let me place it nicely. I don't know if this is going to work. That worked. Center. That's nice. Hey, MTB. Business is, it's slow. I'm just starting out, so people don't know me yet. So it's kind of slow. I'm working on Google, working on my website, trying to make sure that that people find me when the search terms come up. It's difficult though. It's why I haven't done this before. It's hard to find customers. But once you find the customers, once they start finding you, everything will be fine. But it's a rough patch at the beginning, waiting for customers to find you, waiting for your name to get out there. You know, I'm in direct competition with the famous previous job that I had, so he's not going to give me any boost or anything. But I should be okay. Anybody that has found me, They've had a great experience so far. Some pretty good repairs came through the door already. You mix and match the CPUs in the other socket. I'm not sure. I think they have to match. I'm not sure if you can switch them around. But this one doesn't have a second socket. This is just a blank area that a socket would be if it was outfitted for that. No, Lewis is not sending any New York jobs my way. He is opting to have the people that are in 141 now send them to Texas. I have no help from that side at all. Okay, I don't think it matters which way I put this. Is it fully square? There's some arrows. Do the arrows matter? There's no indication on here other than the LA, but there's arrows pointing here. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Nope, the Kraken scored. 2-5 Rangers. No, the screws line up that way, so that's the way I'm putting it. A little bit of tightening there, cross corner. Get that started. A little bit of tightening, still loose. Give it a wiggle. Spread around the thermal paste. Wow. Whoa. Kraken scored again. This is an interesting game. I'm kind of tempted to stop streaming and go watch it. Hopefully it's on a national channel, and that would mean my cable box is already recording it if it's on NBC or something like that. Or ESPN. NBC dropped it. ESPN, yeah. So now they're all started. Now I'll go caddy corner again, tightening them all down. So this heatsink is sprung. There's springs underneath here, so I don't have to tighten it down really hard or anything. There's no torque wrench for it or anything like that. Oh, thanks, hi. So I wound up putting it back the same way anyway. Good. Hi said he went back in the video and he saw that that label's facing the same way that it is now. Okay. CPU check. Distribution board check. Backplane check. Let's install one of these and see how this goes in. that's nice. Good satisfying click of this hold down. So the only thing I'm worried about now are these fans. These little fans are notoriously noisy. I might have to take these out and change them for some other fans if they turn out being too noisy. With the old PSU in this thing was silent. Now, when it first turned on, it ramped up the fans to full, and this thing could be ungodly loud. But this fan in this PSU was actually, once it learned that what the temperature was and everything like that, and the whatever it is, the SMC, what I know it as, took over and lowered down the fans and everything, the thing was silent. I was really happy with that. But if these fans just sit here and scream all the time, I'm gonna have to do something about that. There we go. 2 PSUs in. Let me plug the SATA cables back in. This is a terrible arrangement, but it works. If I never have to come in here, it works just fine. I can't see. The rating on the new PSUs are 1100 watt. So it's dual redundant, and they are 1100 watt. So I don't think that they combined when they're both working. I don't think it's 2200 watt running. I think that it might balance out the load between them, but you still only get 1100 watts. Because it's made, if one PSU fails, it just switches to the other one. Power from 220 volts AC. I was wondering about that. Dude, is there a switch on this? That made me think. Some PSUs have a 220, 110 switch. Where's the input? 100 to 240. So no switch. It's just going to work. Okay, GPU time. Yes, Qs, this is a Dell PowerEdge server that is being used as a home PC. So now, the piece de resistance. It's the duck's guts. It's the bee's knees. Carefuling, carefuling. Like a glove. All the way set. Beautiful, beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. Joy forever. I don't know if I should put, I need to find either nuts or cap nuts or nuts that small to hold that down. And I guess the plastic things are good enough. It ain't going nowhere. So unfortunately with this motherboard, no SLI. I can't put a second one in. Okay, now for the power. This was very exciting to me. Like I was trying to figure out how am I going to pull power off of something like that. Maybe I would make a wire or something like that to get power to the GPU. And then when I started looking up getting the new power supply units, voila, GPU power cords, unbelievable. I was so happy, so excited to see that this thing actually supports adding a GPU. How to cable manage nicely. Yeah, I guess that can fit in the loom. No, maybe not. Let me plug it all in, see if it actually reaches to the loom. It might fit in the loom. No, too much stress on it. Sitting fine the way it is. Now the second one. Ooh, I can't see the plug too well. Where are you gonna go? Is this one longer? This one's going in the loom. I didn't know I got two different part numbers. I thought it was the same part number. Oh, I guess it is two different part numbers because this one has a gray wire here. This one's a black wire. Same pinouts. Positive on that side, ground on this side. Same with this, positive on that side, ground on this side. The extra one, both ground. The extra one, both ground. I looked very hard into that because I did not want to burn out my, my GPU hooking up the wrong wire to it. I was very paranoid about that, so I looked at every single Google image for every single GPU power cable, and they all look the same. The side with the lock is all ground, the other side is all 12 volts, and then if you have the extra one, if it's a 8-pin, then the extra one is just ground for both of them. You know what I didn't check? Oh no. The shroud. Does the shroud fit with the GPU there? Where does the shroud go? Okay, the shroud's on the outside of the PERC controller. Okay, good. Mental crisis averted. Okay. All right. Everything clear of the fans? Nothing's anywhere near the fans? All right. I think that's everything. Okay. I think I'm ready to actually power this up. I'm kind of nervous. Good GPU. Yeah. Let's get the cover on this and So this cover is insane. There's so much instructions in it too. It's great. Okay. Should I power it up on the desk? I think I should power it up on the desk open first. I know it's going to yell at me about intrusion detection, but it's fine. I think I should observe the first power up. Actually, yeah, I'm going to power this up without the GPU connected. Because the PSUs and the backplane and all that, that's an unknown entity to me. It's all used parts. I tried the PSUs already. They seem to be fine. But the backplane and all that, I did not try. Okay. I'll try just one PSU. I got a green light on the back. And contact. Wait. I'll change to this. And contact. Oh man, those fans are so whiny, but they are coming down. Okay, yeah, it's going to work just like the other one. It's going to be silent when not under load. Cool. They came right down. Okay. What is the iDRAC telling me? It's warning me that the one PSU power input is missing. That's fine. What is error 2? Error 2. PSU power. What is error 1 then? Intrusion. Okay. So intrusion detected and one PSU is down. So that's fine. Let me clear those two faults and I cleared those two faults. Okay, intrusion detection and the one PSU being dead. And I have temperature on my iDRAC. So this is probably booted and in the OS right now. I'll just shut down. Oh, that was the pre-boot. So that is one of the reasons people tell you that these things make terrible home PCs is the startup routine on this. So this does not boot like any other computer. This boots ridiculously slow. It has to go through all kinds of checks and all kinds of configurations and loading all kinds of initializing this and that, and all kinds of shit goes on. It takes forever for this thing to turn on. It probably just came up with an error. It probably came up with a couple errors since it's a new CPU, and since I didn't input to clear the errors, it just turned itself back off. That's why it did that. But the iDRAC is showing me internal temperature, so everything should be fine. Let's unplug this. Let's just unplug this. No lights. Power should be drained. I'm going to plug in the GPU. Why can't you super chat? I don't have enough subscribers or something. There's something that's keeping me from super chatting. It's do you need to monetize? I think you need to monetize for super chat, so I need more watch time before I can monetize, and then I can activate super chat. Or if it's less than monetization, there's something in my stats that's preventing me from adding super chat yet. But welcome, Sonny. Nice to see you. Okay, GPU's plugged in now. So I'm just going to get the same errors again, and it's just going to turn right back off. But let's see the GPU come to life. Contact. Oh, look at that. Oh. Let's dim the lights. Oh, GeForce RTX. Oh. Okay, what's my warnings? Still power. Still intrusion. Okay. Just still the two warnings. The GPU is powered and running. Okay, I think we're ready to put this back in its spot, hook up the monitors, and see what happens. Okay, shut down. Unplug. Lights out. I do need to drop another cable. I only have one IAC cable down there now. Let me find another black IAC cable and drop one down there. That is a laptop cable. Am I out of IAC cables? That's a laptop cable. That's a figure 8. Man, where am I going to have to rob an IEC cable from? I got a bunch of new ones. Hi. Is long enough? 3 foot. 3 foot's more than long enough. Actually, I should probably just do both of them 3 foot since they're to the backups unit right there. What gauge are these? These look small. 18 gauge. Fine. What else is here? 240 volt, anybody? Actually, yeah, it's supposed to be blue because it's going to be on backup power. But I only have one blue, and that's for the server rack. I guess I'll use these. Ow. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Oh, I made a great little video for that, for an intermission. I didn't set it up in OBS yet, though. I don't know if you can see me back here. Oh yeah, kinda. Yeah. Is this the space? Yep, you can see the space. So, old ass backups unit. Let's get this IEC port out of here. Put the two new ones. I guess I'll do one on the backup battery and one not on the backup battery. Oh wait, this is not. This is an old backups. This does not have, it's only surge. These are all battery backup. Okay. I think I'm only going to have one monitor for now. Well, two. One's hooking up to the VGA. This has HDMI, and that one was connected via DVI-D. So I need to change that, or DVI-D to VGA. So all of them need to change to DisplayPort or HDMI. Okay. Put the cover on. There's the cover. Okay. Oh, hi, if you're there. Want to test this? If it's running, I'll install TurboGolf. That would be a good light test. Okay. Back, you fiend. Okay. Ah, this thing's a monster. Whew. In place. I'll be under here for a minute, don't mind me. Talk amongst yourselves. Glad to see you guys here hanging out with me. I know you have a choice of streams on a Friday night. I'm glad you have chose a 2000 megahertz. Paul S. Okay. So that monitor is out because that doesn't have that. Still want the monitor. So all the boot sequence and everything, the BIOS is all on the old VGA. So I need that monitor connected with VGA. Name that connector by the sound. Oh wait, one of these is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong. There it is. USB 3 goes to the USB 3 card. And PSU1. And PSU2. Yeah, I definitely think I should have only one on the battery backup, because if you lose power, well, I don't know. Power supplies only use as much power as they're using. So if the system is split between the two power supplies, it's still feeding off of the mains. It's still going to feed the same amount, just whatever the machine needs. At a probably 10, 15 watts for the power supply regulating itself. Intrusion detection. Why did you turn off? The iDRAC is restarting? I don't know if you could hear all that noise. System booting. Can you see that monitor? You can see that monitor. So the TV is 4K Sharp Roku TV, that's going to be the main monitor, but that one's connected off the iDRAC, or whatever the internal video card is actually connected to. Oh, one of those fans is whistling like crazy. Yeah, those fans are going to wind up getting replaced or cleaned or something. One of them is whistling really bad. Still starting up. This is the normal startup procedure. Everything's normal right now. It hasn't even asked for anything. This is how long it takes. And we got Windows. Yeah, one of those PSUs is going to get shut off very soon, because the fan is squealing. Like, not squealing, but it's just very high pitched. It's very annoying. The other one was not. When I had only one plugged in, it was fine. So, whichever one I did not have plugged in. And I don't have any video. Okay, I gotta load drivers, I guess. I already have the NVIDIA or GeForce Experience installed. Is it under N for NVIDIA? I'm not sure exactly how to install the new card. Oh, well, it's downloading the game ready driver. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear that fan. I'm gonna have to figure that out right now. That is driving me nuts. I'm fine with the error. Which one is it? Which one did I have plugged in? Is it this one? It is that one. Beautiful. The other PSU is silent. And error. There we go. Q's, Coca-Cola rules. That is Mexican Coke with the real sugar. Love that stuff. All right, express installation. Let's go Rangers. Wow, 6-3 Rangers. Good game tonight. Hey, Paul Daniels. Nice to see you. You missed it all. Beware of silent PSUs. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Let me see. Is there airflow? Can I feel airflow? Yes, I can feel airflow. It's just a nice silent fan on that one. The other one, the fan sucks. I'm gonna have to take that out and fix that fan. Other installations are running. Is Windows installing something? No, Windows isn't installing anything. That what? Hey! Okay. I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing. Intel driver and support assist is installing something. Setting up a USB receiver. Oh, for my mouse. I plugged it into a different port, I guess. I must have plugged everything into a different port because it's setting up every single one of my Wacom tablet. Everything is being detected right now. Oh, this monitor looks better than it did with the other one. There's some weird dithering going on and stuff in the fonts. It looks beautiful now. What am I running at? What? What? Oh. Oh, yeah, that's the resolution. So that thing won't do 1080p, or the monitor is 1080p, but the built-in graphics card is only doing 1680 by 1050. No idea what that is. Never heard of that one. This one's 3840 by 2160. Perfect. Should I use HDR? What does HDR look like on it? No, HDR looks terrible. Maybe in a movie or something, HDR would look better. Okay. But what is the card defined as? Does it know? Oh, what is the monitor flickering? Yeah, it is. Other devices, system-based device. What are all these system-based device? Performance counters. What? Unknown USB device. Okay, I think I need to run Windows Update display adapters. Matrox G20 and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090. Or Matrox G200, that's what that one is. So that looks right. Let's see if the Game Ready driver will install now. I don't know, do I need to install more software than the Game Ready driver and the GeForce Experience? Is there more with a brand new card like this? Oh yeah, performance. Oh, look at all those processors. Look at all those processors. 10 cores, 20 processors, 20 threads. Nice. Well, the Matrox is what's built into this. It's not even a card. That's what I don't even know. I don't think it's built into the motherboard. Is it in the iDRAC? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that all was hooked up. So I do not have Steam installed on here yet, so I'm going to have to install Steam and we could download something. The motherboard video is, it doesn't say it now. It was the Matrox G200. That's what's built onto the motherboard. Yes, for anybody just tuning in, this was a, I used to love the Rage 128 chipset. That was amazing. The most amazing card I ever bought, I don't know about this one yet though, was the Voodoo 2. When I went from, SVGA weird-ass graphics to getting the Voodoo 2, that was the most amazing jump I ever took. But yeah, for anybody tuning in, this was an upgrade of this PowerEdge T320. So I added dual power supplies just to support the RTX 3090 that is in this thing now. And upgraded the processor to the 10-core processor. The top 10-core processor that this machine will take. You think your M1 MacBook is still better? Can it run Crysis? Can it run Windows? Because I don't do Mac OS. Windows. Yeah, I have a bunch of MacBooks. That's like what I'm running my business on. The front desk has an old, I think it's a 2010 or 2012 MacBook Air. The shipping station has a 2011 11-inch MacBook Air. That's what I'm running this thing on, is all the MacBook Airs that I have accumulated. That one I bought from Steve when I first started for working for Lewis. That one I bought from, yeah, it was a customer's left machine, needed some work. I bought it from the shop, minimal. Well, it works great. That one needs a new battery. Well, it does everything I want. That thing it's a 2011 MacBook Air, 11-inch, has only 2 gigs of RAM. It's running Windows 10. It has the newest update of Windows 10 on it, 21H2 or 22H2, whatever it is. I don't remember. And it's running great. There's no problems with that whatsoever. It's a little slow, but I use it for printing shipping labels and, doing billing and stuff sitting there on that desk. Worked great. For the birds, how are things going with the new business? It's going. It's slow. I expected it though. I expected it to be a little slow at the beginning. This week has been really slow. I had a good amount of customers last month, but this week, the beginning of this month, has been really, really slow. Has Lewis solved his shipping label hell yet? No idea. I have his old shipping label printer, the old shipping label printer from 186 that he threw away because it started acting frizzy on him. It needed a new power supply, and that's what I'm using here. I didn't even know he was having shipping label problems. I know he's having label maker problems and stuff. Okay, so GeForce is done. Let me run a Windows update. Where are you, full screen? I'll run a Windows update, and I'll run a Dell update and see if I can get some of those exclamation points out of the device manager. Yes, I want all of the Xenon drivers. This is probably all the stuff that's exclamation point out. Xenon Core, integrated memory controller, integrated memory, PCI Express root port, integrated memory controller. Yeah, this is all for the new CPU that was installed. That's why there's so many exclamation points in the device manager. Windows doesn't think it's important to install them because they're optional. I want the full control set for the CPU. I have a pre-DRM dymo here too. What, Sonny, you want me to move my camera? I don't know where to move my camera to. It's kind of difficult to move it. It's all wired. Here, I'll go get a mirror and I'll learn to read backwards and I don't know, the work is over. I'm seeing if this will play games now. Going to need this. Wait a second. This is the Logitech F710. This is the Logitech F710. This was the GeForce F710. Why is everything 710? Interesting. 710 upside down is oil. Pending install, restart, need, okay. Something needs a restart. Restart now. Now you see how terrible the restart is. You're gonna see, so everything's working. We know everything's working. Now you're gonna see a actual restart. This pisses people off. This is why a lot of people say not to use these things as a home computer. Why is Task Manager not closing? I don't care about Task Manager. I don't have any work in it. Wash my hands. Go make a cup of coffee. Still hasn't started. One 2.4 gigahertz 10 core processor. System running at 2.4 gigahertz. Started the RAID controller, configured the RAID controller. Initializing firmware interfaces. Initialization complete. Ah, we got Windows. There we go. Okay. Now that refresh rate's nicer. This looks good. Thanks for hanging with me with the boring stuff, guys. We'll get some games installed on this and see how it runs. Just want to make sure everything's up to date. I love watching installs, updates just disappear like that as they get installed. Awesome. Check one more time. And Intel driver. It's not, it is loaded. Okay, Windows is done. Let's see if Intel has anything for me. The Dell, I can't get a Dell support assist because it's you need to have a enterprise. It's only enterprise support assist for this thing, and it doesn't. I don't think it recognizes the service tag on this or anything. It's like expired, so I can't even get drivers from Dell. Intel looks like it's hung up. Yeah, I don't see its service running. Something, there it is. Hey, stop moving. It is, yeah, it is working. Very little. Maybe it's gathering a lot of stuff. Thanks, Q's. Well, let's get Steam. Okay, I'm giving up on Intel Support Assist. I must leave the chat to open my Steam guard. Actually, yeah. You guys don't need to see this. Okay, it's taking forever. Oh, wait, it just loaded. All right, signed into Steam. I am a 2000 megahertz on Steam as well. Same with YouTube here, and same with Twitch, and same with yeah, Discord. Okay, is downloading. What am I downloading at? 20.3 megabytes a second. What's the performance here? All I'm getting is 500 megabits. There you go. 430 megabits. There we go. Those Steam servers are kicking in. 38.8 megabytes a second. 449 megabits. Ooh, 58 megabytes a second. Go Comcast, go. 60 megabytes a second. Comcast's internet is pretty good. If the upload was better, it would be even better. My upload sucks. Lately, me and Hi have been playing Turbo Golf Racing a lot. We also, I play Rocket League. I haven't played it since Turbo Golf Racing came out. We have abandoned Rocket League, and we play Turbo Golf Racing constantly. I also kind of got into Microsoft Flight Simulator, the old one, FSX. I started playing that. I needed more for that, though. I find it very difficult without any kind of controls or anything like that, or I was only playing it on my laptop, so I think with the 3 monitors and maybe if I could get a plug-in for the Stream Deck or something like that to try to get some controls going, or maybe I'll print out an overlay for my keyboard or something. Just something to get more controls going, because like looking around through the cockpit in that view to hit controls is insane. And I really only play that in like full reality mode. That's not a game per se. Okay, Turbo Golf Racing is installed. Let me make sure my game controller is not. Okay, the game controller is recognized on X input. Okay, Let's try it. Let's change it around a little here. Oh, I could focus on the screen. I had it focus set. I'll keep the, no, I can't get out now. I need to change to windowed. Hey, hi. Give me a minute though, I'm not ready. Audio, no music please. Music off. Sound effects are good. Graphics. 4096 and by 2160. I want windowed though. Windowed full screen. Lock cursor on this window, no. I'm limited at 60 frames per second, okay. Graphic quality, high. Grass quality, high. VSync, I don't know, should I VSync? Is that a thing? It's about reading flight manuals, not flying. Kind of, like you need to be a pilot. I'm a aviation enthusiast, kind of. Used to work at the airport at TSA, so. Motion blur, turn off motion blur. Okay, apply. Okay, now I'm windowed, I can drag my, yeah, there you go. I'm gonna keep the GPU stats up on this other monitor. Controller, I don't think I hope I didn't change anything. Or I hope it brought it here if I did. Okay. And me and Hi are in the queue. Yes, I worked at EWR. When the TSA first started, from the first time that they ever had employees, I was working for them. Oh wow, we got a full game, first game off. A full race. Oh, we got a bunch of greens in here too. People that haven't played. Oh, that is so smooth. Oh, something's lagging on me. Something doesn't feel right. Ah, damn it, I hit a tree. Ah, I missed. Damn it. Yeah, something's lagging. Oh, connection issues. I have connection issues. I don't know why I have connection issues. Connection should not be, this is a wired connection to this computer. Connection should not be an issue. Nice, hi, hi. So yeah, me and Hi Hi, we stream on Twitch every once in a while. We haven't in a very long time. Well, Hi Hi streams to his YouTube channel, Hi Hi 217. I used to stream to my YouTube channel, but I think I'm going to keep my YouTube channel more for the business and repair and stuff like that. Oh, my predictive line is off too. I want that back. Oh, stop with the connection issues. Gotcha, Hi Hi. So yeah, something is lagging. I'm not sure what yet. I do keep the connection issues is coming up. I'm looking at the stats here. It's only 600 kilobits. That's all it's connected to. I don't know. Maybe we're in a bad server. I don't know. Hi hi. Hello, hi hi. I'm number one on the leaderboard right now. For this.
This is John Smith calling you from the Microsoft Windows.
Hello, there's a problem with my Windows computer. Why is it lagging?
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Not recently, no. Damn it. Damn it. Just missed.
Long time listener, first time caller.
So, hi hi. What do you have to say to everybody?
Nice 3090 you have.
Now it's a beautiful 3090, only slightly used by you. So yeah, Hi Hi was the one during the pandemic and the GPU crisis of 2020 and 2021 and 2022. He was able to actually get them on from Best Buy for retail price. He was the one with the quick clicking. So this 3090 is because he got it, and then he got himself a 3080, and he didn't want the 3090, so I bought it. All right, first place, first game. I want to figure out what all the lag is about, though. Like the CPU usage is low, nothing's high, but it's lagging. Now Steam is annoying me with a user account thing, account control. Oh, no, that's just your invite. Weird. I don't know, try another round. Is anybody still watching this? I'm out of the chat now. Hey, guys. Hey, Mikey. Hey, how's it going? Yes, I take live callers. Hi, hi, you're on the air. What do you want to say?
Oh, oops. Wait, did you hear that?
I didn't hear anything. Now I'm gonna have to pipe my my phone into my microphone system and actually take callers. You can call me at PS Electronics at 1-888-820-3476. Nope, to the right. Oh, you got the ring, lucky. I don't know, how bad does this look? Let me re-aim this. Got some time. We're going old school game streaming here. This is what we used to do before there was capture cards. Ah, shot of the match. Oh, that's why he beat me. He's pink with wings. So yeah, we're out here gaming on a Dell PowerEdge server from 2012. God damn it. Went through the freaking thing. Yes. He took fourth. That means I took first in this round so far. Oh, tied for first. Okay. Okay, so I gotta beat Ari, and I'm watching out for I3. Hey, Anel. How's it going? Ah, shit. SpaceX. Oh, no. Hell yeah. Where's Hi Hi? Hi Hi, are you in this? DNF? Hi Hi has left the chat. Oh, of course, I got a shot in match too. Hi ain't here. Personal best on that match too. On that round. That hole, I should say. All right. Plus 10 on my standings. Let's see where I stand. Stats. Rating. 378 global. I've gone down. I was up in the 200 or the 190s before. I haven't played in 2 weeks. Okay, that's enough for now. What's been going on in chat here? Anel has entered the chat. So, thanks for joining me, everybody. This was a interesting thing to do, was to upgrade this Dell PowerEdge. So I might do a stream again of taking that fan out of the one PSU that's being really loud and obnoxious. So, possibly. Look for that. I'll probably open it up before, anyway, figure out what fan it needs and order a fan, or maybe I'll just UC the fan. That works most of the time if you just pop it in the ultrasonic cleaner. So, thanks for joining me. Hope you had fun. I know I'm going to enjoy this thing now, because this thing was a dog before. This thing's going to run so much better now. So I got to hook up the other monitors. I have some display port to HDMI. I need to run some new HDMI cables. I have some old HDMI cables back here. I got some new ones, gold-plated, nice ones. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend.